Hey guys, it is James over here at thedigitalmediazone.com. This is my unboxing video of all my Newegg swag that I got for the low-powered and low-priced AMD HTPC that I'm making. So there's my Newegg box over there behind my lunchbox. And let's go ahead and get to it. So first off, we already got a sneak peek at the case, but right here we got the AMD Athlon 2 multi-core processor with sweet superior multitasking power. Of course, you can combine this with ATI Radeon to experience vision technology. Woo. And that's about it. It's a really tiny box, but it is the X3 850 true triple core, 1.5 meg total cache, AM3 socket with heatsink fan. So we'll see how this goes. This is a relatively small box, but we'll see how it goes. Next thing up that I got is the G-Skill Ripjaws. These are two 2GB of DDR3 RAM. And these were about, I think, $48 with free shipping. Now, if you really want to save yourself some money, you could downgrade this to just 2 gigs, maybe a 1-2 stick or 2 1 sticks, which will save you some money. But I really wanted to take the advantage of the full $500. That was my price point, so I went with the 4 gigs, and I think I made the right decision. But you know, I have the Acer Aspire Revo, which you can kind of see sitting over there next to the TV, and it's been just fine with 2 gigs of RAM, and it has 125 or 250 or 512, sorry, 512 dedicated to the Ion chip. So I think 2 gigs is enough, but 4, the more the better, I guess. So here's the motherboard. This is the BioStar A880G+. It's got sweet, if I can zoom in here, solid capacitors. That's right, solid capacitors with sweet, stable, and lifespan plus, whatever. Got HDMI, gigabit LAN, and apparently some bio unlocking shenanigans. So let's look at the back. It has a sweet iPad on the back for some reason, or phone or something. It's playing a video. I don't know what's going on here. And their service provider is BioStar, and it's loading, I think, and it's got Wi-Fi. No. All right, so what's inside of here? We got DirectX 10.1 support, gigabit LAN, like I said, HD audio, 6-channel, dual DDR3, solid capacitors, of course. There's a bio remote, which is optional. Apparently, I can access and manage my PC with the remote control just via the BIOS. I'll definitely check that out. ROHS, which is nice. I got this sweet F7 Gamer Boost. Upgrades the onboard GPU frequency to 700 megahertz with 1 click. BIOS online update. And, of course, sweet technical support via email. Awesome. Let's open it up. Let's unbox this. Boom. Here we go. It's the 3rd time I've done this video, so we'll see how exciting I am. We got 2 sweet, awesome SATA cables. They are orange, which I think is a decent selection for color. I don't know. I've never seen really orange ones. They're usually red. Faceplate, the bracket for the back of the case. Driver and utility CD. Now, you did notice I did not buy a Blu-ray or DVD player for the HTPC. I do have an external one that I'll just be using. I don't really ever use it. I use my PlayStation 3 for all my Blu-rays. But if you want, that is definitely an option. Maybe you downgrade the RAM and just go ahead and put a DVD or Blu-ray player in it. Those are really cheap now. You can get a good Blu-ray player. The one I got, Josh, I think was like 40 or 50 bucks. DVD players are dirt cheap, 15, 20 bucks, I'm sure. So I'll just be using that to load up the drivers. But I'm sure Windows 7 will just hook it up. So we got A880G Plus and A785G3 Plus instruction manual, because you don't want to confuse them by putting more than one, so they're going to put 2, so they will confuse me. That's great. So there's instruction manual. Awesome. So here it is. I'm not going to take off the wrapping off it just quite yet, but boom, in its glory, the motherboard. And we got 2 PCI slots, PCI Express X16, 2 slots for RAM. I believe there's even a PATA port, power port, heat sink, to where the processor goes, a bunch of other stuff in the back. It's got 4 SATA ports, which is actually quite a bit. And that's that. Boom. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff all back in there. And put this off to the side. Now, in the last video, I did this all janky, so I wouldn't want to rob you guys of this, because I do have this super sweet Darth Vader alarm clock, Lego alarm clock, and of course my Chumby from Insignia that I got over the holidays for like $30 at Best Buy. I'll be doing a review of this eventually. Sweet stocks, Apple up today, good for me. Oh, and my sweet micros for some reason sitting over here. So the last thing I got, 2 last things that I got. One is I had to add one more item into the cart for $3 to put me over a certain mark, so I get 6 months free, no interest on my new credit card. So I got a Rosewell 6-foot swivel HDMI 1.4 cable. When I bought this, I just saw HDMI and I put it in the cart because it was $3. I didn't realize that, 1, it was 1.4, or that it was swiveled. So check out this magic. It is straight. See that? And I am about to swivel it. Look at that. Look at that. 90-degree pivot. That is magical and amazing. I don't know why you need that, but if you do, this HDMI cable has it. I'm not even going to link to it. You can find it yourself. You're big boys and girls. All right, here's the case. I already put away the box. I'm not going to go get it. But this is the case that I got. I have the top kind of off hanging here. Now, this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. I had a smaller case for micro ATX or ITX or whatever, and it was about a little bit shorter. But I ended up getting rid of it anyways because it got too hot. Cool feature of this box, handlebar on the front so you can just pick it up. Well, I don't know. But let's see what you got in the front. You got 2 USBs. Firewire, which I'll never use, microphone in, headphone in, some lights, some switches, some power cable, buttons. I got a sweet LCD. That's kind of cool. It's an LCD that actually has the temperature on it. So that's kind of cool. And then you could fit 2 DVD drives and also maybe a sweet zip drive or a floppy drive if you want, or a card reader. I'd probably put a floppy drive because I keep it classy. On the back, let's check it out. You got some stuff. Nothing special there. So let's open it up. This is the other one where I actually, in the last video, I set down the camera and you got to see all my cool stuff. But all right, so we got a fan in the back. It's relatively big. I'm a little scared it's going to be loud, but I'll probably use speed fan or whatever to monitor that. 420 watt power supply. You know, not great for cable management, but it doesn't really matter so much for me. Let me swivel this around. You got the innards here. It's very roomy because it is bigger, so it's very roomy. Got all your cables here. It should fit, I believe, 3 hard drives in here. I think the main hard drive just goes right here, which is kind of odd. And I guess you would put another one in somewhere. I don't know just yet. I haven't built it yet, obviously. So lots of room going on there, which is good because it won't get too hot. I think this will fit nice in my entertainment system. It will not sit next to my TV because it is going to be way too big. But I think it'll fit nice. So this is part 1 of a 2-part series. I'm going to build this today or tomorrow. I'm going to boot up a Windows 7 Home Premium X64, so 64-bit edition of that. There's 2 differences here. I did not buy a hard drive because I already have one. So I did not buy the 1 terabyte spin point drive that I was showing you. I do own some spin point drives and I like them. I do have an 80 gig Western Digital Raptor drive here, which I'll be using for the main OS, and I have a 750 gig spin point drive, which I will be using for recorded television. So I have 2 different drives here. Because my television's already on that drive, so I just want to use it. Now this obviously runs at 10,000 RPM, so it might be too loud. I might swap it out and get just a green drive or a 3200 spin point to put in, but I did not buy a hard drive. So that's a little bit different there first. Next, I also did not buy a Silicon Dust HD Home Run because I already have TV tuners They're just USB TV tuners for over the air, and I'm just going to use that. No need to buy a whole other thing. So there's two main differences there. Everything else is the same. I have a feeling there will be no difference in performance because this is a relatively powerful HTPC. So definitely check back later this week for a new post. I'll do a full review of performance and everything that I did to it. Hopefully this week, if not next week. I'll be talking a lot about it on this week's Entertainment 2.0. So definitely check back in on Friday. And also, don't forget to check out the movie podcast where myself and Michael Rivette, we review and preview all the latest movies, disc, and theatrical releases. That comes out every single Tuesday in the morning. So check that out, moviepodcast.net. You can also get it right here at thedigitalmediazone.com. Thanks for your time. Again, this is James from thedigitalmediazone.com with an unboxing of all my sweet HTPC stuff.